Okay, you might have seen my short yesterday. I didn't realize how to add voiceovers and stuff to it. This is my 750 Holley carburetor that I've been tinkering with, trying stuff. I've basically ported it out at the top to get rid of where it goes, where the air comes down and hits right here, up in here, and the same down here. Basically, because I'm running a velocity stack on my car, trying to keep the air from hitting a dead zone, so trying to help direct it towards all the throttle bores. Don't know if it'll help, hurt, if it'll mess with the booster signal. Not real sure. But it's winter time, not a whole lot to do. It was a cheap flea market carburetor. I don't even know if the carburetor works. But figured we'll give it a try and see what it does. But ground all of it out. As you can see, I had to JB weld it up because I busted through the casting on both sides. But I mean, that gives you kind of an idea of the angle that it is now, whereas before it was to about here, and then they kind of slowly radiused it here. Is it worth anything? Don't know. Not real sure. But you don't know till you try. That's how we got all the parts we have nowadays, was people cutting stuff up and figuring out what works by what doesn't work. So this is going to be a project for probably the spring. Have a Vic Jr. It's the low height for a small block Chevy. I had it on the car last fall, I think it was. Don't really have enough motor for this intake yet. I didn't have a stall in it. Some of the upgrades that are coming over this winter and early spring broke a transmission in it. But I'm gonna probably port this out a little bit, match it up. These gaskets match the heads I have. They're just Summit Racing 200cc aluminum heads. And I have a buddy who does some machine work, not car related. But I think I'm going to have him make me my own version of a intake turtle. Just to kind of get rid of some of this dead space. Sorry, I ain't got a flashlight on me, so. But to kind of help any fuel puddling that I might have. We'll see. Just playing around. Most of this stuff's old stock car cast off, so I ain't got a whole lot of money in any of this. I'm also a Ford guy, but I've ended up with this 80 Malibu. It's my dad's car. So, let's see what I can do with the Chevy. I'm going to clean up the plenum on it some. I did very, very lightly back in the last summer, but I didn't really have a good way to do any of it. All I had was a Dremel. But I went and bought a die grinder yesterday, so we'll see what we can do. I just don't get to do a whole lot in the wintertime because I don't have any heat out here, and I don't do well with the cold. So this is where I'm at. My little workspace is a mess right now. Not enough storage, but that's where I'm at. I don't know, I'm giving this YouTube thing a try. Kind of want to go to No Name Nationals this year. It's about an hour from my house. But yeah, just see what I can do with as little as money as possible.